I don't know. Steve, Canadian Sasquatch, coming at you with another Thirsty Thursday mead review. Yes, sirree. But before we get into that, a little bit of business to take care of. YouTube, once again, has switched things up. They no longer allow us to automatically post updates when a video goes live. So basically that means if you're not subscribed to me, you're not going to know when my video comes out right away. So please hit that subscribe button down below, ring the bell. That's right there beside the subscribe button. That way you will be notified via email or whatever when I do post a video. As soon as it happens, you'll be notified. No longer through Twitter or any of that other stuff. It will happen. It just won't happen at the same time because I got to go back and do it all manually now. So if you want to see the videos as soon as they come out, subscribe and ring that bell. Also, as always, the CSB store where you can buy your mead making paraphernalia, mead making, or mead methodologies. You'd think I'd know my own book name. Links down below, CSB store. All the other people's books that I have learned from and enjoy are also linked down there. So yeah, links down below. And with that, let's get into it. We got another Black's Ferry Meadery mead today. It's all condensated because it is humid in Houston, and this just came out of the fridge. So yeah, as you saw, probably grapefruit. I am a huge fan of grapefruit. I have made a grapefruit mead. I carbonated that mead on purpose, and it took like 3-4 years for it to actually taste good. So I'm interested in this bottle right here. Yeah, batch 04/27/2018, so April of last year. So it's getting close to almost 1 year old. Let's see here, 17% water, honey, grapefruit juice, yeast, potassium sorbate to prevent re-fermentation, other than standard grapefruit honey. I don't know what that means. But yeah, they're cool little logo right there. So I've already taken the top off so we don't have to deal with that nonsense. So we can just hurry up and get into it quicker now. Oh, and I'm spilling all over the place. Because this bottle is really full, apparently. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get the pour going. So, as I said, it has been sitting in the fridge for a while. Once again, this is one of the ones that my good friends Jen and Chris got me. There is a bunch of sediment on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is a crystal clear golden color. It's a very pretty looking mead. But yeah, if I hadn't chilled it, there'd be all kinds of junk in it. So what you gonna do? Yeah, that's a very pretty golden, dark golden color. So let's go ahead and get an aroma on this. Smells like phenols. Yep, phenols. So I was interested on how this would turn out because grapefruit is kind of hard to ferment cleanly with. So when I say phenols, I am getting plastic Band-Aid, that kind of aroma. And that is pretty much all I get on the aroma. So I guess it's time for a taste. So cheers, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this journey of these meads. Thanks once again, Jen and Chris, I think. Cheers, everybody. yeah, it tastes like Band-Aids. There's a little bit of honey going on in there. It's kind of dry, 17%. Once you start getting over 16%, usually 16, 17%, they typically are going to be dry, at least commercially. Just because they don't want to take any chances of any kind of re-fermentation happening at those levels. But yeah, that's... I do get a little bit of the grapefruit peel. So, and that is one of the issues with grapefruit, is the peel has a lot of those phenols in it already. So if you let it sit on that, then you're going to get some of that. Well, they did say they use grapefruit juice, so there's going to be less of it, but even the juice has some of those phenols already in it. And so it does take a lot to make sure you don't pull those flavors out even more. Like I said, my grapefruit took 3 or 4 years for it to start tasting good. It was up there in the high 16, 17, 18%. It was also carbonated on purpose, as I mentioned. So it was like a grapefruit, sparkling grapefruit spritzer or champagne or something like that. And it just took a long time for some of the flavors to meld and age out. One of them was some phenols, not this bad. I also had a little bit of autolyzed yeast flavors in it, so that took a bit for it to age out. So yeah, I'm just babbling now, so I guess we'll cut here. I'll warm it up and see if it's better when it's warm. And we're back. I've warmed it up as I do, just putting it in my hands and swirling it around, turning the glass, swirl it around. Gets nice and warm that way because my hands are always so dang hot. Color hasn't changed. This color is still a gorgeous dark gold color. Sludge in the bottle is still sludgy. So let's go ahead and jump into an aroma. Little bit of the grapefruit is coming through on the aroma since it's warmed up, and a little less of that Band-Aid is happening. Yeah, it just says grapefruit juice. It doesn't say what kind of grapefruit, but it has a picture of the pink grapefruit. So I wonder if they use pink grapefruit versus the yellow grapefruit for this. That would be interesting to know. But yeah, just a very small hint of it there. So let's go ahead and do another taste test. Cheers once again, everybody. And thank you once again, Jen and Chris, for all these meads from Black's Fairy Meadery. Cheers. So warmed up, there is definitely less of that Band-Aid flavor. I do get more of that grapefruit peel flavor, the zest. Like if you took some of the zest and gnawed on that, then there's some of that, and then there's also some of the pith. And grapefruits are usually very pithy to start with, so there is some of that coming through here, which contributes to there's a bitterness that's going on, which is probably from that pithy flavor. But again, it's just juice, so I don't know why that would be in there, but that's what it tastes like. Yeah, it's dry. It's uh, fairly thin-bodied, uh, probably thin to medium thin. Yeah, bodied. It would be interesting to try this again in a couple of years. Uh, so I'm going to have to see if I can get me a bottle to stash away for a couple of years and see what happens. Uh, but at this point, I'm going to give it the old thumbs down. Just too much of that plastic Band-Aid still coming through, even warmed up. That pithy bitterness, just not very tasty. So yeah, we'll call it a thumbs down. Um, with that, my friends, we'll call this video close. As I mentioned at the beginning, if you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, you will be notified when my videos come out a little bit more reliably than when I can get to saying, hey, my video is available now. And since you're down there doing all that stuff, you might as well hit that thumbs up button. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Hey, if you think I deserve a thumbs down, give me a thumbs down. But let me know in the comments down below why you're giving me a thumbs down. And I can work to improve that and turn your thumbs down into a thumbs up. So, yeah. Shoot me some comments as well. Need some comments down below. Questions. If I get any good questions, we can maybe bring back Mead Mondays. There hasn't been too many questions. I guess I've taught you guys everything. You're all brilliant mead makers now, which is awesome. Get out there and make some mead. And with that, cheers, everybody. Be sure to have a pint of awesome. I know I will. It just won't be this particular one. So, yeah, cheers.